Welcome back to the garage, gearheads. Today, we're diving under the hood of one of Britain's most iconic luxury cars, the Jaguar. In this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator, we'll take a beat-up classic Jag and restore it to showroom perfection. From rusted bolts to roaring engine, watch as we completely tear down, rebuild, and test drive this elegant beast. Let's get into it. We started off in the barn, dust kicking up around us as we unlocked the hidden gem, the Jaguar E-Type, abandoned for years, forgotten under a pile of junk and decay. The body? Rusted and dented. The engine? Missing key components. The tires? All flat. But even in this rough state, the Jag had potential. Its curvy lines and long hood hinted at the glory days it once saw. We knew this restoration wouldn't be easy, but it would definitely be worth it. We towed the Jaguar back to the workshop. Once on the lift, we got a better look. The suspension was shot, brakes were nearly non-existent, and the interior, let's just say, it had seen better days. But that's the beauty of Car Mechanic Simulator, every wreck is a potential masterpiece. First up, the engine bay. We drained the fluids, pulled out the old inline-6 engine, and labeled every part. The pistons were rusted, spark plugs worn out, and the crankshaft was practically fused to the block. We completely disassembled the engine, piece by piece. Next came cleaning. Using the parts washer, we salvaged what we could. For the rest? We headed to the computer and ordered brand new components, pistons, timing chains, fuel injectors, camshaft, everything needed for a full engine rebuild. While waiting for the parts to arrive, we moved on to the undercarriage. We removed the old suspension system, shocks, springs, and wheel hubs. Every bolt was rusted tight, a mechanic's nightmare. But with a bit of patience and WD-40, we got them loose. We sandblasted the frame, repainted it in glossy jet black, and installed a brand new performance suspension system. New brakes, calipers, rotors, and a fresh set of tires brought the Jag's foundation back to life. Now came the fun part, rebuilding the engine. Piece by piece, the Jaguar's iconic inline-6 took shape on the engine stand. We added high-performance parts wherever possible to improve horsepower and reliability. Once fully assembled, we carefully installed the engine back into the bay. With the engine in, we reconnected all the wiring, installed a new radiator, belts, and a high-end exhaust system. It was finally time for fluids, fresh oil, coolant, and brake fluid. Next up, the interior. We gutted the cabin and installed new leather seats, dashboard, steering wheel, and vintage-style gauges. Every detail was restored to factory spec, but with a modern touch. For the exterior, we replaced the bumpers, mirrors, and weathered chrome trims. Then came the paint job. We chose a classic British racing green with a high gloss finish. Watching the final coat cure under the spray booth lights was incredibly satisfying. With the car now fully reassembled, we tightened the final bolts and ran diagnostics. Everything checked out. No warning lights. Clean compression. Flawless timing. It was time to fire it up. Ignition clicked, engine roar. That first rumble from the rebuilt engine was music to our ears. Smooth. Powerful. Timeless. We took the Jag out on the test track, handling? Tight. Brakes? Responsive. Acceleration? Surprisingly quick for a car this old. This wasn't just a cosmetic restoration, this was a full mechanical revival. And just like that, our junkyard Jaguar was reborn. From rust to royalty. A true icon of automotive history, back on the road. If you enjoyed this restoration and want to see more builds like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the next car you want us to restore. Until next time, keep your hands dirty, and your engines clean.